Sharp came here, coming at you with another episode, coming at you from chooseyourrelationships.com, offer of which can be found on amazon.com. And today I'm going to be talking about my favorite subject, the bag,
right.
the money.
Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Shoot.
Well, we live in a capitalistic society, man, unfortunately. And a lot of people don't like talking about money just in our everyday lives. It affects our relationships. It affects the people we hang around with. It affects almost every aspect that I can probably think of. I mean, unless you live in a small town or you live in the boondocks somewhere. But if you live in a big city, you're gonna have to be able to earn lots of money at this
Oh
point.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
At this point, this ain't 1987.
It's not. Gotta get that money, man. You got it. Gotta chase the
So
paper.
it's like I said, every man. I said this a couple of videos ago. Every man should know how to earn money outside of the job, outside of the, I don't know, trust fund, insurance package, or whatever has been given to you, or maybe you haven't been given anything or passed on anything. But every man should have some type of skill to earn money. I really believe that
No, you.
because at the end of the day, if everything goes away, the cars, the clothes, the women, the dog, then what you gonna do?
Yeah, that's true. I feel like a lot of people don't understand the aspect that the road to success. It can be a lonely road. You know what I'm saying? And you know, as you said before, not everyone's going to be able to go along for that ride, but you gotta stay focused on the main goal. You know what I'm saying? Which is that money. Your money's not going to go anywhere unless you tell it to go somewhere. People are going to come in and out of your life. So you got to focus on the main prize, and that's getting the bag. Definitely, man. Out of everything that, you talk about in the video shark game, if this was a house, the foundation of the house is the bag, because without the bag, it don't matter about the relationships. It don't matter, what you're trying to do in life, because you need that foundation. You need that money. You know what I'm saying, to start everything, to be able to hold everything together.
Yeah, and it's sometimes it can be a lonely game sometimes because I think a lot of people kind of underestimate. I mean, how I'd say the majority of our problems can be solved with
Mm.
money. Now, I'm not gonna say the money only goes but so far, but a lot of times, man, the money gives us options. We don't. A lot of people feel stuck going to the job that they hate. Maybe they don't. They just don't have enough money coming in. It's like money can free up your time to work on things that you really want to do, or something, or doing your hobbies, or maybe you want to travel, maybe you want to take a vacation. But and then, man, taxes is killing. Taxes are gonna
Oh
kill
yeah,
you.
that's
It's
another
like,
aspect.
I mean, it's like, the what, the federal government is like, what, they taking what, 45%.
Oh yeah.
And then
All
some
the
states is like, the states between, I've heard it go up as high as 13%, man, in some of these
Yep.
states. So, I mean, you getting on average, they taking 50% of what you make if you work for somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why you
Jesus.
gotta have other revenue. You gotta have more than one income. You gotta have something else or somebody else that's pulling in some extra weight. You can't. It's true. You can't do it by yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna need either somebody else or you're gonna need to have your own other streams of income if it's investing in stock, houses, things like that. Programs. Whatever it is that can get you more revenue coming in other than just your 9 to 5.
Yeah. And you know the mistake that I made in my 20s, man, is I was trying to get the fast money all the time. So it doesn't matter what it was. I always thought about, yo, I got to get this money fast. And
Mm-hmm.
that was a mistake because how you come in or how you go in, I should say, is usually how you leave. So if you go in fast, you're gonna leave fast. You ain't gonna stay
Yeah.
long. But
Yeah.
it's hard. Sometimes it's hard for a lot of people to think long term if you don't have enough coming in at that moment anyway. But after you go through that transition of like trying to get the money fast all the time, and you have to start all over, damn near every time, man. I start all every time. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, damn. I
And
mean,
people don't have the discipline for that too either. Shark game.
huh?
People don't have the discipline. Like a lot of people, when they lose everything and they got to start over, they don't have the mind capacity to be able to start over. Usually at that point they give up.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Most people don't give up. I've met a lot of people that they came and went, and I haven't seen or heard from them ever again.
Mm.
Whether it's online or in person, it's like I've met thousands of people at this point because I got started in direct sales. Some people call it multi-level marketing, or some people call it MLM, network marketing, whatever, But I got started doing that like in the early 2000s,
Mm.
and I met a lot of people, and a lot of them in person. I met too, and I don't see them anymore. So a lot of people, they might have had a big burst up front, a lot of success up front, and I think a lot of people couldn't handle it, and it got taken away from a lot of people. And,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't do anything wrong, but they got taken away from them because some companies they merge, they get bought out, they go down, and a lot of these people, when that happened to them, it kind of crushed them. So they just said, "Man, I don't want to do this shit no more," and they
Yep.
move on and never started over or none of that shit ever again. You
Mm.
know?
That's too bad though. But I mean, because you're gonna in life. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna fail at things. You know what I'm saying? That's why it takes a strong person. You know what I'm saying? To be able to keep moving. You know what I'm saying? Like I rather fall on my back shark game so I can at least I can see where I'm getting myself up and going to. You know what I mean? So it's like you can't give up, man. You got to keep
Yeah,
driving.
yeah, yeah. You know, I think what happens with a lot of people is we get used to working a 9 to 5, and in our mind, it's a guaranteed check. That's how we think. Guaranteed check. All I gotta do is work a week or 2 weeks, and I'm getting paid. You know, but so we kind of get caught up in that routine. We get comfortable with that over a certain amount of time, a certain amount of years, and we take that same mindset into doing something on the side. And if it doesn't work out the way we want to, we say, "Oh man, I feel like a failure. He scammed me." All the stuff that people usually say. But
Oh yeah.
you can't. You got to change. You can't take the same mind you have at a job and something else on the side. That ain't gonna work. That
Mm-mm.
definitely ain't gonna
Nope.
work. I've seen a lot of people try that shit. As soon as they don't see any type of result within the first 90 days, they gone.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's it. Because you said it right before Shark Game. We live in a society where people want fast results, fast money. You know what I'm saying? Everything's got to be here and now. People don't really want to wait to see the long results. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you also don't see a lot of people talking about stock and saving bonds and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that takes
Talking about
time.
crypto.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? Because that shit, that's money over time. You're not gonna see that money. You're not gonna see that money tomorrow, man. That shit takes years, man. And then the other thing, too, Shot Game, is like most people, like if they was to do stock and things, they'll see a little bit of money. Once they see it getting up there, they pulling out. They don't care how much they're gonna tax them. Oh, 50,000, you gonna tax me 45% on it? I don't care. That's my money. That's my money.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I'm like, yo, you're gonna get like taxed like 50%, right? It's like, I don't care. I'm gonna take it out anyway.
It's true, man.
Like, some people they act like they playing the lottery. I'm like, what's the matter with you?
Mm.
And then he's like, a lot of these people that I'm talking about, they not like, they didn't grow up hard. There's some, very few, but most of them they didn't grow up hard. They ain't from the Bronx, New York, or they didn't grow up like that. I mean, they might be from the country or something like that or whatever, but they didn't grow up hard. But they really, a lot of times, they want to take the money out so they can go out and splurge and trick off on the women. I'm like,
It's true.
It's crazy, man.
People do wild stuff, man. They be taking out money against their 401k to go out on a vacation, go trick off.
Yeah. I've seen people do that. I'm like, oh, yo. I mean, why you? I mean, I've seen people borrow money against the money that they have in the 401k. I'm like, yo, why the hell would you do that? That's just crazy.
And you're paying that back. You're gonna pay that back too. People don't understand that too. That has to be paid back.
Yeah. Like, yo, why would you do that? I said I can see if you're desperate. Maybe you have some emergency. Okay, I get it. Shit happens. That's your last resort. I understand. But if you're gonna take the money out and go trick it off at the strip club, I'm like, yo, come on, man.
Yeah, I gotta agree to disagree though, right there, Shark Game, with the point with the 401k, man. I don't, me personally, like, I had this thing where, like, I don't believe that needs to be touched, man. You know what I'm saying? The way the economy's going, you thinking Social Security is going to be there. That, like, for me, that shouldn't even be an option. I don't think people should even think about, like, if worse comes to worse, like, it should never come down to the point where you're thinking about taking, your retirement fund, money you're going to have that, when you trying to stop working. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree, but I also know some people that they made so many bad decisions on top of bad decisions over years. Some people found themselves at rock bottom, so it's kind of like,
okay, I feel you.
That's like the last resort. So they was like, yo, I already used up all the resources that I have, and along with all the people, I already fucked over all the people over. So a lot of people feel like I ain't got no choice but to borrow money against the money that I have.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, yeah.
I mean, I feel it, but at the same time, Shark Game, that's why you out here putting that content out. So, motherfuckers don't need to be borrowing from their 401k because you're gonna have more than one stream of income coming in. You're gonna be saving and investing your money. That's you know what I'm saying? That's why you do the video.
You stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Oh, that's my that's my saying, man.
You know, that's the whole idea, man. You should not try. You shouldn't be making money when you have to make money. You should be
Mm,
consistently thinking about how you can flip the money that you already have, even if it's $50, even if it's $20, $100, whatever you have. You should consistently be thinking, "Hey, man, how can I do more in less time? You know, what
yep.
what skills do I have now that I can use to get to that certain mark, certain goal, certain
Hmm.
I don't care what it is. You know, I don't
Yeah.
care. I don't care if you're on Craigslist getting some free shit. You know, and I told people about this the other day. And on Craigslist is a free section, free tab. You can go on there, get free shit that people giving away. You know, but it's usually some big shit, furniture, tools, equipment. You know, but I don't got no truck. See, I never had a
Mm.
truck. So I told
Nah,
people, if you got a truck, go on Craigslist, click on that free tab, and look at some of that shit that you think would sell. Contact the owner. You know, tell them you want to pick it up at a certain time. Most of the time, they'll put that shit outside at the time that you say you're gonna come pick it up. Put that shit on the truck, haul ass, come home, put put that shit back up on Craigslist, eBay, wherever, and try to sell that shit.
yeah.
You never know how much money you can just test the prices. You just never know. You ain't gonna lose nothing. You ain't paying nothing for it in the first place.
Nah,
So what do you
you
have to
right.
lose?
You're right. That's one way too. And like, I know a lot of people you hear them say like, oh, I don't have money to invest in things like that. But if you look at the little things in your life that
Yeah,
you're doing, like buying
yeah,
scratch tickets, cigarettes, alcohol, all that money could be used to put towards
yeah.
something.
If look this way, you can try to sell some of that shit that you just picked up for free, and when you
Hmm.
make some money, take that money and invest into whatever you're trying to do or whatever you thought about doing.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, and if maybe you don't have a truck, maybe somebody in your family, your dad got a truck, your grandfather got a truck, or maybe somebody, if you got a girlfriend, maybe your girlfriend's dad got a truck, or your brother got a truck. Somebody got a truck in your goddamn family, man.
Or
You
rent
know,
one, Shark Dan. Go half with your boy, 25, 25. It's probably
yeah,
like
that's what
$50
I'm
for
saying.
the day. You
Exactly.
know?
Cut your boy in on the profit. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I mean, to take that money, flip that money into something that you want to do, whether it's Bitcoin or whatever, whatever you can get into. The idea is just to try to flip the money. That's the whole concept, you know.
Yeah. No,
And
definitely.
yeah, like 9 times out of 10, when I meet men and women, like I said, I got strategies and game for days. I can put them on. Say, look, you want to make money? Look, this is how you do that shit. Take what
Mm.
you know and find a way to get paid for it, whether directly or maybe you want to do it online. You can do that too, or maybe you can do a presentation in person in front of the audience, or maybe you know someone with an audience, like somebody that you work with, or maybe you can do a workshop. I mean, it's all kind of ways, man. You can approach the situation, but it's going to be dependent upon your skill set. Because information is the new currency today.
Mm. Yep.
So I mean, it's really this ain't 1980. This ain't 1987 no more. No one. There's no middleman no more. They can't stop us as much as they used to. Like what 10, well, not even 50, 15, 20 years, 15, 10, 15, 20 years ago, we could not do this. What we're doing right now, this was
No way.
impossible. This was impossible. You know, like if you told somebody that, hey, I'm talking to this dude, he lives in Massachusetts or whatever, I'm talking to this guy on camera, he lives in Brazil, I'd be like, man, you full of shit. You said it 20 years ago. Or if you say, hey, I got this girl and she live in Brazil. I got this girl, she live in Mexico. I know her. I talked to her over telephone the other day. We did a video on a Skype video the other day. They'd be like, you full of shit, boy. Get out of here. But today, if you go home and say, hey, I know a girl that live in Mexico. I've been chatting with her for a bit. And during the summer, I'm going to Mexico, Cancun, and we're going to hang out. They would believe you today. They'd be like, oh yeah. Word? Let me see a picture.
I'm coming with, she got a friend?
Yeah. So that's how things have changed so fast over the years. You know, the possibilities are pretty much endless. It's really, the majority of the time it's going to be dependent upon the people that you're around, who you surround yourself with.
Oh, you know? Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room.
Exactly. And a lot of people don't understand that aspect right there, Shot Game, I feel like is a reason why so many people are held back, because they surround themselves with people that are not aiming towards the same goals as they are, even though their intentions might be good. But the people around them, eventually, like they say, you are who you hang out with. So all those dreams and aspirations that you had, you know, they start to fade away, and that's when you start the partying or whatever the people that are in your circle are about. But that's why you gotta keep people in your circle that is moving the same way you moving, and if they not, you gotta let them go. It's hard sometimes, but like I said, the road to success is lonely. You wanna just get by in life, or do you want to get over, like you say? You know what I mean, Shark Game?
Yeah, look, everybody ain't gonna make it.
No,
that's just what
can't
it is.
save them all, man.
Everybody ain't gonna make it, man. It's like, I mean, like every month, somebody call me and say, "Hey, this person passed away, man. My cousin passed away last week, and my cousin passed away up here that I never met before. That's two people passed away in my family tree. One of them I never met before, and the other one I met like when we grew up together in the same town.
Wow.
So, and they're not even the one that I grew up with. She ain't even 50. She couldn't make it to 50. You know what I'm saying? And the other lady, she's in the 60s, but I never met her before. She's on my grandfather's side of the family. So and they moved up here like 50 years ago. So I never had a chance to meet her until I didn't even know they existed until I moved up here, like 5 years ago. So, man, everybody just not gonna make it, man. That's just what it is. And the reason why that is because of the environment that we live in. We don't live in the most positive environment. It's very toxic. Everything's fucked up. Water fucked up. Food fucked up. The soil fucked up. The people around us are very negative. It's like that's just what it is, man.
And the crazy thing is in other countries too, people don't realize in other countries it's not unheard of for people to live past 100 because they're eating right, they're meditating, they're not having to deal with the everyday bullshit that we deal with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your surroundings.
What's crazy? You got people that like live in these, say, live in the country, let's say Mexico. They might live in a village, or there's a lot of countries just like this. It could be India, Mexico, Brazil, Canada. These people, China. These people are secluded. They're not living that city life. They live in a small town. And if you drive through these towns, people are smiling. They're smiling. They're sitting down, standing up, talking. There's less distractions. These people are happy. But us over here, we got all of the gadgets, all the newest technology, all the quote good food. It tastes good. It must be good, right? Yeah, okay. and and we can't even make it to 60 over here.
That's crazy, man. It really is crazy. Plus, too, Sharp Game. It's the kind of air and stuff. It even goes even further to like the kind of air they're breathing in. Like I said, the things that they eat, meditating. Like people laugh at stuff like that, but that's why you see people that could live until like 110 and stuff because they're not drinking, smoking. They're breathing in that nice country mountain air or whatever. So
Yeah.
it's
My grandmother lived to be 102. I think when you start talking about meditating, people think that's some spooky shit. They're like, "Oh, you're weird. Oh, that's that voodoo shit." I'm like, "What?"
Nah, man, they don't know what meditate. That they don't know the meaning of meditating. You know what I'm saying? That's being in oneself completely. Just what I mean. Just completely, just blocking everything else out, and just what I mean, taking everything in, and just letting it slide off you. Nothing's bothering you.
Yeah, that sounds. A lot of people that sounds like religion.
Let them try to meditate, man. I bet they feel different, man.
but it's the simple things that really make a difference in life, man. The simple stuff. It's like anything that's too complicated, in most cases, it's going to set you up to fail. A good 80% of anything that's complicated, and this goes just across the board. Anything, the relationships, your job, you're making money on the side. I don't care. The food, anything that's complicated is setting you up to fail. It's a recipe for disaster. Even if you have to explain something to somebody, it has to be simple that my 8-year-old could understand if I had kids. Otherwise, it's going to go over people's heads and they're not going to get it. So it's like that's why I try to have my life simple. I want to live a simple life. I don't want to go bungee jumping. I don't want to climb no mountains. I don't want to go skiing. I don't want to. What's this other crazy shit? Jump out of a plane. I don't want to do anything that's gonna put my life in harm's way or at some risk of me dying. I don't do any of that shit.
Yeah, no thrill shit like that. I got you.
Yeah, I don't even ride bikes. I don't even ride motorcycles. I ride dirt bikes, four-wheelers, go-karts. Anything with four wheels. The exception would be the dirt bike. But for the most part, anything with four wheels. And even the dirt bike, that you ride that on. I ride on dirt. I don't go on the highway with dirt bike. That's crazy.
Them boys be doing that now, Star Game. They be on the highway.
That's why they call it a dirt bike. You're not supposed to get on the highway with it, fool. But you see these fools. They on the highway with the dirt bike. I'm like,
oh yeah. They be going crazy, Sharp Game. They had that whole bike life thing, man, and they were going all over. They were going through Harlem, all over Times Square on the dirt bikes and the four-wheelers and stuff, doing wheelies. I was like, oh, this shit is wild. What the fuck?
Yeah. You see, it wasn't made for the highway, But and then when they fall, have an accident, they be like, "Oh, I don't know how that happened." Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be made for the highway, Yeah,
exactly.
That's that way. Yeah, that's why it has the word "dirt" in the front. So I don't want to do any of that stuff. I want my life to be simple. I don't want complicated relationships. I don't want no negativity around me from some woman I don't want a woman to come in my life thinking that she's entitled and all this nonsense. I'm like, what? Oh, you can leave.
Yeah, exactly.
You're entitled and you just got here.
A lot of women feel like that though. They feel entitled, man.
just like I said, most women I meet, I have the leverage because,
Mm.
especially a younger girl,
Oh yeah.
ain't but so much she can say that I haven't experienced.
Mhm. That's facts.
Really, I mean, I'm not even saying that to brag, but if she's 30 and I know how old I am, uh, you know, and maybe you might have some experiences I never had that I probably don't want to have in
Hmm.
most cases, but I don't think it's too much I can learn from you at 28. I'm just saying.
That's true.
Now, if you're
That's
older
true.
than me, okay, that's different. If you're older than me,
Hmm.
but I'm just saying. Plus, being that I'm in the technology, I do a lot of stuff online. I know most people that I meet, they ain't doing it like I'm doing it.
Mm-mm.
So I already know I can. They're willing to listen anyway. That I can help them in some type of way. Because who doesn't want to make extra money? Name somebody.
That's true. That's 100% true. Everybody could use extra money. You know what I mean? So learning new ways is just you're just what I'm saying, benefiting yourself.
Yeah,
But
but you know what's crazy is this has been my experience over the past, I'm gonna say past 3 years. What I've learned is if you tell somebody, if I tell somebody I'm doing something online, um, women are kind of into titles. It doesn't sound good. And shout out to Zoe. Zoe, that's a good point. And see, it doesn't sound good. So if you tell if I tell a woman, hey, I do e-commerce online, right? This if I just say that doesn't sound sexy, right?
yeah,
So it's kind of like, oh, okay, you know. But if you say, hey, if I say, hey, I'm a banker. Oh, really? Now, you see what I'm saying? See, see, a lot of women like titles, but it's
that's
like,
true.
but if you say, hey, I made good money doing this shit, they'll be like, oh, that's good.
Mm.
So, but it doesn't really mean anything because a lot of people they like, it doesn't sound sexy. It has to sound sexy. So you might be a banker making 12, 13, $14 an hour,
Hmm.
but it's the image is what they care. What fascinates them, which is
Yeah.
how a lot of women get caught up.
Yeah,
Because
they love the title, man. You tell me you're a banker and you do YouTube? Oh man.
yeah, you know. So, but
Man.
and see, if you say you're a YouTuber, that doesn't necessarily that ain't sexy. It really depends on most circles. Now, most circles that ain't sexy, but if this person isn't if they're into technology, it is sexy.
All
But
right,
if
I see where
they,
you're coming from.
you understand what I'm talking about now?
Not for everybody. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. See, it's not being a YouTuber. It's not commercial. Now it's known. People know about it. You might see like some videos within the commercials that come on TV from time to time or whatever. Or people know about it because they might have maybe their kids might have a channel, or maybe might see a couple cat videos online or something like that. But it's not like accepted. It's not something that the woman
Gotcha.
can the woman can go back to her friends and brag. You
I
know what I'm
hear
saying? Now, see, when the money come in, oh, she loves that.
you.
She loves that. Oh
Of
yeah.
course.
But it's kind of like she'll downplay the title though.
Until they see the profit. Until they see the profit of what you're doing, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna downsize it. I got you.
Yeah. See the problem with that is you're going to, if you try to downplay what the man or a woman is doing, instead of building the person up, or instead of trying to add on to what they're doing, because obviously the talent is there. So if the talent is there, why not support it? Why not support the person? Or maybe you can introduce the person to somebody. Or maybe, I mean, the possibilities are endless. So why,
Mm-hmm.
but if you're downplaying it, or you act like, ah, get all that crap, go get a real job.
And the people and
That's
the
what
people that say that really they really know your idea is good. You know what I'm saying? They're just hating on it. You know what I'm saying? Or they're in
yeah.
competition with you. So
Yeah. So when you start doing that, especially if you live with the person, you're destroying the relationship,
oh yeah.
You're destroying the relationship. Because see, when this person, well, if they don't quit, some people will quit. But if this person don't quit, they're gonna use that hate that you have as fuel. And when they get to a certain position, they're gonna leave your ass.
Yep.
That
Exactly.
I've seen that happen a few times.
Yeah, that's not uncommon at all, Shark Game. That's not uncommon at all. That's why you got to be careful who you let in your circle and who you know in a relationship with or marriage. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you both are on the same page. Because you trying to do something and they always holding you back. I mean, what are they really doing for you?
Exactly. What up, Zoe? Well, L2 James said that they downplay because they have no input to uplift. Or they might not have
Mm.
no input to uplift. They might, because some people feel like, if they can't put nothing in, it don't matter. Some people feel
Yeah.
like that. Some people feel that way, But this is why I started the other channel, because the day job bailout plan is my other channel, by the way. The reason why I started the other channel because I'm basically giving the information away that I needed when I got started, basically. And plus, I'm starting to get more questions now from people over there. So I'm giving like job advice, marketing and promotion advice, strategies to earn more money, more income. So it's kind of like all this stuff is this information that I wish I knew, which I had like 20 years ago, Really.
Yeah. Fact, same here, man.
Yeah,
you know.
because like 15, well, yeah, I'm gonna say 15 years ago, I was by myself. I had to figure this shit out by myself. There wasn't anybody around me that I could really talk to. You gotta think about it like this. Let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you a story. It's story time.
All right.
one morning I woke up, my car was broken in. And I had a Honda Civic back then. I had one of the new ones, just like this 2002. I had the car for like a year. Somebody broke in, you know, and they basically pulled the window to the side, opened the door, and they fucked the ignition up. So they tried to steal the whole car, but just couldn't get it started, right? So
Mm-hmm.
so now I'm like, oh man, you know, now, I'll call somebody, I had to call a dealership, come pull the car so I can get it fixed. 2 days later, somebody broke into my apartment, stole all my money. I'm talking, this is all the money I had.
Damn.
I had like 7,000. It's all I had. I had no more money. I mean, of course I had the money I was getting paid for my job or whatever, but that
Still,
was
man.
that I was basically living off the money that I was getting paid for my job, and the 7,000 that I had, I just had that there. That's like my stash money. So somebody
Mm-hmm.
stole all the shit. So now, car broken in, all my money's gone. So I'm like, oh man. this is just ridiculous. So there's more. So there's more.
Damn.
2 weeks later, I lost my job.
Oh, can't catch a break, man.
I know. I lost my job. I lost my job. All my money's gone. I have just enough money to get my car out the shop because that shit was like $500 and something dollars. I had to make $500 and something dollars to get the shit out of the shop from the dealership. Because dealership prices is expensive.
Oh yeah.
So I get my car out, and they basically at my job they said, hey, they lost the contract because I was doing security at the time. They lost the contract with whatever company they had the contract with at the time. So they said, hey, we're gonna transfer you, right? So now, but I said, how long it's gonna take? We don't know. We'll call you. I'm like, oh boy. So I'm sitting at home, basically. I don't have any money. I got one check in the hole, so I get that check. I'm basically saving that, just buying food, doing whatever I can do, basically, because at that time I did not have the same skill set that I had today. I didn't know anything about the internet. I didn't know anything. I had no skill set, none whatsoever. I didn't know shit. Only thing I knew how to do is work a job. Period. I had no other income. I had no pension. I'm not retired veteran. None of that shit. As a matter of fact, I never been in a VA hospital until this is like years later. I basically didn't take advantage of any of my VA benefits until like 5 years ago. But most people, when they get out of the military, they usually go to the VA hospital like ASAP. But I didn't do that, which was a mistake. I didn't sign up for no benefits, none of that shit. But so I'm sitting there in my apartment. I'm thinking like, yo, these motherfuckers gonna call me or what? It's like a month already. So my money's going down, boy. Slowly but surely. You gotta buy food. I gotta pay a light bill. I gotta y'all wasn't even driving. Let's stay put. I'm working out. So I'm calling them. Hey, what's up? You got anything yet? No. So it's 2 months now.
Oh man.
Now I can't pay rent now. So I'm like, oh shit, man. So I'm still calling or whatever. So out of the blue, I get a phone call. At this time, I don't got no more money left at all. I don't got no money left. I get a phone call. The manager said, hey, you need to come down here in the morning, 10 o'clock. I said, all right, cool. I'll be there. Went down there. He said, I got another spot for you, whatever, So I started working, that job. And its pay was the same, different hours, but the pay was the same. So now I got to figure out, I got to catch up now. I got to make rent. I can't make rent. So that's when I came online, and I met this girl that lived in St. Louis, and she introduced me over the telephone to this guy that got the same skill set that I have right now to this day. And it's been on ever since, pretty much.
Wow. That's crazy, man.
Yes, but I had to hit rock bottom, to have the drive and ambition to do something about it.
And now look what you do with it, man.
And the reason why I told that story is because there's a lot of people that's going to watch this video. There's probably somebody that's watching this video right now. The reason why they're not going to do shit about their situation, or at least change their situation or make it better, because they haven't hit rock bottom yet. Because most people, they do what they care about the most, and a lot of people feel like, I don't have to do shit. I'm comfortable where I'm at. I'm all right.
Yeah, that's true. But when you're right though, when you hit rock bottom, you got to do what you got to do. I mean, that's most people like you survive 3 months with no job. You know what I'm saying? Like most people wouldn't be able to survive like a couple weeks. And then the fact that you were able to link up with that girl and get that going, well, her introduce you to that guy, and got this started. And now look where it brought you. So it's like anything is possible, man. Like we were saying before, anything's possible. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to go through things to get things, but at the same time, you can still do things without having to go through things, to make it in life as well. It's just all about the drive and stuff. I mean, yeah, she gave you the tool shark game, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you had to learn yourself how to use them. You know what I'm saying? It was up to you to see how hard you were gonna go with this to make it to what it is today. So I mean, I definitely commend you on that, man. That's what's up.
Yeah. It's like, and then I had so many people coming in and out of my spot. I knew it was somebody that got me that I knew. But I was like, you know what? I didn't really put too much thought into the shit. I said, hey man, I just learned from that shit. And from that day, I don't let anybody come through my spot. I don't bring anybody over. But I used to do that shit a lot. I'm talking like somebody I meet tonight. If I wanted to smash, I bring them over to my house. Just like that. And I might never see them again. So I don't really know them from a can of paint. I just used to bring random people over. Then I used to bring people. I used to be around people where it's like, I know I shouldn't be around this person.
Yep.
No, I shouldn't be around them. But it was just it's good fun, good time, whatever. And they might have done some shitty shit or whatever. And when it happened, I was like, I knew they was gonna get me. I knew it. I just knew what type of person they was.
You gotta be careful who you keep around.
Yeah. So it wasn't like surprise or whatever. I wasn't shocked, but I just knew that, you just gotta watch the company that you keep.
Yeah.
But I always knew that because my parents used to always tell me that. But you don't really. I didn't really think about it because I never really had anybody around me that was, trying to get me for anything or take advantage of me in any type of way, And
it's always the people you don't expect that are the ones that always do it. You know what I'm saying? Like the people closest to you are usually the people that, try to get you, which is crazy.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. It's like I said, I never had a stranger do anything to me.
Yep.
Yep. Never had a stranger do anything to me. I never walked outside and some guy pull a gun out and say, hey, give me your money. I'm not saying it don't happen. I'm just saying it ain't never happened to me.
It's usually the one in the back seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you get stick up, if you walk outside and someone stick you up point blank range, that's usually a crackhead or a dope fiend. 97%. 97% chance. Because you got to be very bold to stick somebody up broad daylight.
Oh yeah.
But that's usually a drug addict. But
the motherfucker that's breaking in your house when you sleeping with your girlfriend, robbing you of all your stuff, that's your boy. Or so-called boy.
Yeah. Or it could be a woman you just met. Like I put the video up a couple of days ago, last week, about how I almost got robbed twice.
So
that could be a woman like that. She's just a savage. She's a savage.
You gotta watch out for women like that, man. That video was good, man. Like 2 of my boys got caught up like that, man. I was just like, that was on point though. But women really be doing that too.
Yeah. These girls on Instagram, they be doing that shit.
And they all be getting paid off that too. She be getting money. The dudes that robbed you be getting money. And they do it again and again and again, It's a hustle, man.
It is a hustle. Big time hustle too. A lot of people don't A lot of guys don't talk about it because it's embarrassing.
Mm.
It is embarrassing because no one like being made a fool of. I mean, it's like you got gut, sucker.
Yeah. And no one want to admit to that.
You got gut, sucker. You know, that's
You gotta
why.
move right though, man. That's you moving funny. That's when that happens, Shark Game. Like, girl tell you, oh, come meet me at the hotel and shit. Like, get out of here.
Yeah, it's like, you know, you you just gotta watch. You really gotta watch yourself, man. You know, and then if you like, I remember when I told somebody that somebody stole my money and my car got broken in. People started they just stopped hanging with me. They stopped calling. They don't hang around me. I'm like, yo, I put my car in the shop, yo.
Yeah,
I don't need
that's
no ride from you. I'm like, well, like, is it that serious?
that's how people are, man. You know, when they know if something happened to you and they know you down, they're like, oh man,
You know,
don't hit Shark Game up. Don't
but
hit
I'm
him up. He gonna want something.
getting a rental until my car get fixed. So it's like, but I'm glad that happened because see, they didn't know I was getting a rental. They thought I was going. I don't know what they was thinking, to be honest. But you know, that's why you have insurance in your policy. Make sure if anything happens to your car, you get in a wreck or whatever, you get a rental for 30 days. But
Make sure
I
you
don't
got
know what.
that full coverage and rental insurance, baby.
Yeah, but I don't know what they were thinking. Maybe they were thinking that I wasn't going to get it fixed or couldn't get it fixed. I don't know. You know. But I'm glad that happened that way. That showed me, I mean, the type of people that I was around. But I already kind of knew it anyway. I just didn't know the
Yeah.
extent they would go.
Mm.
This is why money is
Yeah.
important because when shit happens, you gotta have money to get out of these situations, man. You gotta
Yep.
have, and
It's
you gotta
true.
have people around you that's thorough. And you gotta have money in more than one place. Don't do like I did. I had it all, majority of it in stash in my spot.
Nah, you gotta put that in the bank, have it in other stocks, yeah, have it all over the
Yeah,
place.
it don't now. It's not wrong having a safe or stash, but don't have the majority of it all in one place. That's all I'm saying.
You say you had it all in the house, right?
The majority, yeah, seven
What you got?
thousand.
Shotgun, what you got? What you got? A trap house over there, man? Yeah. I'm playing with you, man.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest lessons I learned, man. Don't have the majority of your money in one place. You know, you gotta have again multiple incomes in different locations, man. Because if you don't have if one go down or one go away, you got other options. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, just having like one source of income is a dangerous position you can ever be in my opinion. Because if you don't know how to do anything else, if you don't know how to generate income anywhere else, and if the people at your job notice, oh boy, they're gonna use
Mm.
that shit against you in most cases. That's been my experience.
Nope, you gotta have other trades and stuff. Even if you don't, even if you don't even use the other traits that you have, or what at least you have them. You know what I'm saying? Like you got
Yeah,
like I work in insurance business, but I have, other licenses and other things, you know what I'm saying? So, I have backup plans in case something goes wrong. You always want to have that. Like Sharp Games got multiple, uh, sources of income things that he does on, YouTube and, behind the scenes and, computer programming and stuff. So it's not, you always want to have more than just one source of income, just be like able to do one thing in life. You want to be able to do a lot more than that, you know. And if you can't, then learn something. Teach yourself something else, man.
Yeah. I mean, you can't. I mean, you just gotta. You just can't be uh rely on one source of income or one skill set. One of everything is a bad idea. That's the point I'm trying to make. One of
Mm,
everything is a bad idea.
that's true. That's
It
true.
really is. You know, if it's like one woman, one income, one of anything is just a bad idea, man.
Yeah, exactly.
It really is. And plus, when it comes to money, women love it. They
Those
do.
are being said. Shit.
They do. They do. So I'm not saying guys should trick off or splurge or do any of that shit. But the thing you have to keep in mind is if you're the type of guy, if women find out, I'm gonna put it like this. If a woman finds out that you got it, or if a woman finds out that uh, you're the type of guy that's striving to have it, they're always going to warm up and try to be around you in your presence in some capacity. That's just how that is. That's just how
Yep.
that. Some guys don't like that. Some guys don't like the fact that hey, this girl might be around me because I make lots of money or because I got a good job and get paid pretty decent salary. Some guys don't like that, but that's just how it is, man.
You
So
gotta. That's when you gotta be a good judge of character. You know what I'm saying? At when you at that point, when you were shaking a mover, that's what I'm saying. You're not having to go out and chase women. You know what I'm saying? Women are coming to you. So now all you need to do is shift through the girls and like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, she's about it. I like her. She's not just here for what I got. You know what I'm saying? You're not having to do all the other stuff that the other dudes is doing, running around here, tricking off, and you know what I'm saying, doing all
yeah,
that nonsense.
you're not doing you're not doing the heavy lifting. You
Yeah.
know, so that's what my Apple Mac. What's up? That's what my first book was all about. My first book was all about doing shit, flipping the game in reverse. That's what my first book was about. It's all about building yourself up to an extent with so much energy, with so much potential, with so much ambition, until women cannot resist to be around you.
Yep.
That's the first book, "A Chicken's Guide to Having Women Bake for You," which can be found on Amazon. That was the whole book. The whole concept of the book was all about building yourself up with so it was like with so much energy, with so much potential, ambition, drive, all of the above. Where it's like women, you won't have to chase women. You won't have to get rejected because you give off the energy with so much charm, charisma, where it's like
Mm.
it is what it is. You know, even
Yeah.
she's gonna be in, she's gonna be out. Some
Exactly.
will, some won't.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know?
And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You focusing on your paper. You know what I'm saying? You focusing on the bag, and you know what I'm saying? They with it, they with it. Like you said, if they not, then you know someone else. That's the thing too. When you're about your business and you out here making money and stuff, like you know, you're so occupied doing that. People come into your life, they leave, they don't want to be a part of it. Oh well, you know, someone else. You know, someone else is gonna come. Another girl's gonna be there. You know, it's
Yeah,
not. You're not worried about
yeah,
having. You
yeah.
know.
That's the whole point. It's like you're not gonna really have time to sit there and worry about if she gonna call me today
Hell
or
no.
you know why she ain't acting right. You ain't gonna have time for that shit because you're gonna have so many women, you know, in the pipeline.
You
And
know what it is?
you know what's
Hmm?
crazy? I learned this concept from business. I learned this concept from sales. I didn't learn this from like a social environment. I didn't learn this from my dad or nothing like that or whatever. I learned this shit from it's a really a business concept where it's like shooting fish in a barrel. It's a numbers game. You're gonna have
Mm.
you got it's a kind of like a filtering process. You're gonna have after you have so many women come through, after you then meet so many women, and plus assuming that you know the type of women that you want around you based on habits, character, you know all of the above. Assuming that you know what you want, assuming I mean, maybe you like a certain look, maybe you like uh, the creative types. Maybe you like, a slim woman, thick woman, big tits, big ass, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, so you got to filter. You're always going to have to filter through people,
Oh
unless
yeah.
you're a celebrity, entertainer. Maybe you're a person of influence in your town, in your city. Maybe you're a well-known person. Maybe you're a star and a rapper, entertainer, something like that. But for the rest of us, we got to
No, it's
do.
not like
Hey, we're gonna
that.
have to filter through people. We're gonna have to build ourselves up. We got to upgrade our social skills, and that's just what it is. You know?
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I agree with you. I agree with you. But like you said though, like for me, before any of that, you got to build yourself up, shot game. Like before any of the relationship stuff and all that other stuff, build yourself up. Because once you build yourself up, it's gonna make you a better person. And once you're a better person, you'll be able to judge other people's characteristics and you know what I mean. See if they're like on the same level as you. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, you know what I'm saying? That's when you can start shifting through the women and things like that. But if you haven't built yourself up, you haven't even shifted through your own problems. How are you gonna shift through? You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah. I mean, you just gotta go after it, man. You gotta
yeah.
be committed. See, a lot of people don't commit because they don't know how. They don't have all the answers. So they're like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't have all the answers, so I'm not going to commit." But no, everything is always the opposite or the reverse of what you think. You commit first, then you get started, take action, then you figure out, you adapt. The right people are going to show up. You keep moving forward. That's how real life works out here.
Mm.
You know, this ain't no goddamn fairy tale, no fucking movie on a reality show. The real world works. You commit first, you take action, you adapt, you change, the right people show up, you keep moving forward. That's how it works. You know?
That's good stuff. Most people think it's a fairy tale though, shark game.
Yeah,
Most
I know.
most most dudes is playing footsies with their girlfriend in the morning, talking about I wish I wish everything was better.
Yeah,
You gotta be a shaker and a mover and get out there and change things, man. Shit.
yeah, you got look, and no one's ever gonna care as much as you. That's just what it is. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's your life, not theirs. So why should they care anyway? It's like, you might meet people, they might do you favors, they hang around you, and some people have hidden agendas, or some people might not have the best intentions sometimes. But ultimately, look, I mean, you invited these people in your life, or you choose to spend time with them. So, it's your life. You got to do what you got to do. And depending on what type of life you want,
Mm-hmm.
and move forward or move backwards. And if you try to stay, you can't be stagnant. Either you're growing or dying. There's no like neutral position. It doesn't work like that. Some people try to be cheerleaders. They'll stay on the sidelines and be clapping their hand like they had a basketball game or some shit like that. And
Yeah.
they think, and they try to meet people. A lot of women do this. They try to meet people under the assumption if I meet the right guy, my life is gonna change. Under okay, your life might change, but at what price?
Yeah.
What
That's
price?
true.
Because there's a price to pay if you playing that game.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Mm-mm.
that's just what it is, man. Let me see. I got a couple. Yeah, what up, Jay? What up, John? If you present yourself as your job and money, that what you're selling the woman. You got to sell yourself. Uh, John, I don't necessarily agree. You got to sell yourself. To a
You shouldn't
certain
have to sell it. Your actions should speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to sell yourself. Either they buying into your program or they not. I'm not gonna sell myself to anybody. Either you like what you get or you don't like it. You know.
yeah. Apple Mac, what's up? He said, Sharp, you on here taking food out of my mouth again, telling people my Craigslist hustle. You
Oh
still
man.
call me. I still got my car out there in the garage. That's hilarious. Yeah, I mean,
Who said Apple Max said that? He be
yeah,
doing
the
the Craigslist thing?
Craigslist hustle.
Yeah. Good for you, Apple Max, man. Get that money, man. You know what I mean? Shit.
That's hilarious. Oh man, it's been we've been on there for an hour. So man, I think we should leave it right here, man. That's
Yeah,
it.
y'all check out Patreon too, man. There's a video
Yeah,
over there.
check out my Patreon. I'm gonna put that in the chat box.
Yeah, drop the
Check out
video
my
over there too. Y'all gotta
Patreon.
check it out.
Yeah, that's where I the uh upload the best shit over there, really. You
Yeah,
know, we're on got too many
y'all.
damn restrictions over here.
Yeah, y'all getting some content over here, but I mean, we be heavy on Patreon too. We just did
Yeah,
another video on Patreon, so y'all gotta check it out, man.
thank man. Jay, shout out to Jay. Jay said, one of the realest black men in America. Shit.
Whew.
Whew.
So, you brother,
That's kind of.
got you feel like Obama. Oh man, that's what's up.
Yeah, but everybody check out my Patreon. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, share it. Check out my book. You can get it on Amazon.com. Check out my website, chooseyourrelationships.com. Until next time, we out. Peace.